Op de geluksmarkt.
In the market for happiness, big companies are active. And one of them is Landmark, an American institution which is selling its products with almost sectarian enthusiasm. The promise is huge. What's needed to lead an extraordinary life? The Forum. A better life, with new horizons and a future. And it's all in 3 days. But you sometimes hear about those scary stories about brainwashing and the like. Would that be true? Well, Bram dares to do it, and is going on an expedition towards the deepest of his personality.
Life is what happens when you're busy doing other things.
Ik leg te veel pressure op mezelf.
Well, I don't think that there is any such thing that a human being is completely happy. Everybody has some issues.
I'm on my way to Landmark, and tomorrow will be the day that I will be doing Landmark. I was going to do it twice before. My ex really wanted me to do so about 10 years ago. But when I went to one of those introduction evenings, it did not impress me. Very intrusive. They really wanted me to participate. But now I will be really doing it. It's kind of exciting. I'm going to sign up now. And tomorrow it will really start. Landmark is an American organization which organizes training programs for personal development. You can hear the wildest stories about Landmark. It's supposed to be a sect. Anyone participating in its trainings will be brainwashed. Programs of Landmark last 3 days. The participants barely get food or drinks. And where undue pressure is used to have them participate in expensive follow-up training. And to persuade friends and colleagues to do the training.
Hi, I'm Bram.
Hello, Bram. I'm
Hi.
Deb.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you.
Deb Barasset, the head of PR of the U.S. company Landmark, flew over especially to have our visit to Landmark run smoothly. Agreements are signed after days of negotiations in which it stated that we are not allowed to film during the training for the protection of the privacy of the participants, but we are allowed to do so straight after the different sessions. People who are very unstable or in bad health should, in fact, not participate. I have an acquaintance of mine who apparently was quite unstable, whom a few days after he did Landmark got a psychotic episode. So that was quite serious. But, in fact, he should have never done Landmark. You really have to have both feet on the ground to do this. The promise of the Forum, so that's over 3.5 days and a Tuesday night, we will be happy, even if we don't have any reason for it. I meet David Ure, the Australian who will be leading the training, also called the Forum.
The simplest way, I think, to approach it is what the Landmark Forum gives people is the tools to get what they really want in life. And I'm sure you'll get some insights and breakthroughs there. That's the kind of thing people get out of the Landmark Forum.
I now have decided I will totally go for it. I'm doing all 3 days. I will not hold back. I will not play my role as a journalist. I am going for it all the way. With about 80 people, at exactly 9 o'clock, I'm in the room where we will spend the next 3 days. From 9 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, sitting on a chair, listening to the Forum leader David, and each other's stories. The people who think that they will change will be disappointed, according to David. Change, no. Transform, yes. I hear a lot of things that touch me, such as our life is a soap opera in which we ourselves are always the good guys. But if you blame other people, you make yourself the victim. It starts off intense. The Forum leader David turns out to be a cross between Jay Leno and Dr. Phil. In the first break, I asked Jeanette why she is doing Landmark.
I got stuck at age 6 about something about the fact that my father left me. And yeah, at that point, at some point, I decided that I don't want to feel that sadness. And then basically decided that I will control.
What happens when you're not in control?
Then I get very angry. I slam the doors, I break things, I've broken cameras, video cameras, everything.
David starts the afternoon session with, the real trophy in life is not winning or losing, but participation. Happiness or sadness is relative, and it's all about the meaning you give to what has happened. I think about my own relationship with my mom, and how I have blown our differences of opinion to outsized proportions. During the second afternoon session, the Forum leader impresses the participants by having someone who maintains he's totally happy with his life and his job admit that he is in fact really unhappy and really exhausted. The afternoon, now day 1 is behind us, now the evening and 2 more days. so much. Hey, sweetie, it's me. I'm calling you really fast because, to tell you I love you. And I'm sorry I've been such a prick once in a while. We have to call our loved ones with whom we still have unresolved issues, or with whom we're in a rut. It's called a racket at Landmark. Apparently, I'm not very convincing. I'm a creep, no? Okay, bye. She even said, scary and brainwashed. Landmark, you had to be there. I also noticed it when I came home that night. My girlfriend does not feel that well and does not feel like listening to my stories. And I'm totally exuberant about David, the charismatic forum leader, with his philosophical and Buddhist-tinted stories full of golden truths, which at the same time appeal to your sense of how you would like to be as a human being, ready to take risks, pursuing what you really want in life, being authentic, forgiving, being a Gandhi or a Mandela in your own world. Who would not want that? My girlfriend is not that fascinated. The next day, I talk about this with David.
Yeah, I'm inclined to interpret these small things as and blow them up real big. You know, that's what I do.
Exactly. Not just you, that's what human beings do.
Oh, okay.
We all add meanings to situations and then act like our meanings are the situation.
As the weekend progresses, more and more personal stories are being told, one more touching than the other. I'm on the edge of my seat the whole time. This is more exciting and touching than most movies. Lots of tears are being shed.
I did not know that I had so much baggage. Well, I actually did know I had baggage, but by hearing other people tell their stories, I had not expected how much that would come up for me.
That it would be so emotional
Yes,
for you.
that I would become so emotional, yeah. That it would still be so touching. Yes, I really got insights on who I really am, not who I thought I was.
Sunday morning I wake up in a panic, wondering if I've been manipulated after all. How is it possible that I'm so euphoric and my girlfriend is shrugging her shoulders? Am I being indoctrinated? Or is Landmark really working? Is it working for Jeanette, for example, who came all the way from Budapest to do Landmark? Jeanette, who would always get so furious when she could not get things under control.
My mom used to show me this, and I totally get it. If you put out your hand like this, and I go against it, what are you going to do? You're going to push harder, right?
Okay.
But if I just let it go, there's no reason to push, right? So this is kind of like what I'm experiencing right now. And I think that yesterday, I feel that peace and that beautiful feeling for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Failure and success is all a human being's interpretation,
Yeah.
right? If you gave up being stuck inside of being worried about whether you're failing or succeeding, what you'd be free to do is really live your life. And those, the kind of things you want to do with your life you've never really fulfilled, you could go after them and fulfill them, because it wouldn't be a matter of am I going to fail or succeed. It'd be just be this is my chance to really be alive.
Well, that was it.
Yeah.
How did you like it?
Awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bye, nice to have you here.
And then Sunday evening at 10 o'clock, it is finished. And my paranoia of this morning has long been forgotten. We are one happy group of people, and I have become one of them.
I can honestly recommend this to anyone.
Okay.
If you really want to find yourself,
Hello, this is not an advertisement. Landmark does not advertise. The word of mouth of the participants brings in new customers. The enthusiasm with which people are encouraged into participating in follow-up courses was for me pushy. But Landmark is, of course, a commercial enterprise. The next morning on my way to work, I call my mom. You can call me naive, call me influenced, call me a stick. But for the first time in my life, I thank my mom for the upbringing she gave me. The rest of that week, I feel good. Kind of happy. For no reason, really. In the end, Landmark did fulfill on its promise. Don't know for how long. Time will tell. The Landmark Forum takes 3 long days and at least 1 evening. It costs €550.